Have you ever been blamed for something you didn't fully cause? Imagine being held responsible for someone else's mistake. In the world of tort law, especially negligence, this happens more often than you'd expect. But law is not just about blaming, it's about justice. And that's where the defenses of negligence come into play. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that can make or break your case and your exam score. Whether you're preparing for CLAT, ALET, or even the judiciary exams, this video will take you from the basics to courtroom-level depth of how negligence can be defended. So, grab your notebook. This isn't just a topic, it's a powerful tool you need to master. Before we defend negligence, let's understand what it is. Negligence is a breach of a legal duty to take care, which results in damage to the claimant. To establish negligence, 3 elements must be proven. 1. Duty of care. 2. Breach of that duty. 3. Damage caused as a result. But even when these are proven, the defendant might not always be liable. Why? Because they may raise defenses. Think of a surgeon in an emergency. In that chaos, something went wrong. Should he be liable? Or think of a passenger who knowingly took a ride from a drunk friend. Law isn't just black and white. Defenses give us that human shade of gray where intention, context, and consent matter. Let's explore these defenses one by one. 1. Contributory negligence. When the plaintiff is also negligent and contributes to the harm suffered, the damages are reduced in proportion to the plaintiff's fault. Case law. Butterfield v. Forrester, 1809. The plaintiff rode a horse negligently at dusk and got injured due to a pole left by the defendant. Held, he was contributory negligent. Indian case. Municipal Corporation of Greater Bombay v. Laxman Iyer, 2003. Example. Not wearing a helmet or seatbelt in an accident. 2. Valenti non-fit injuria. To one who consents, no harm is done. This applies when the plaintiff voluntarily accepts the risk. But remember, mere knowledge of risk is not enough. There must be voluntary acceptance. Case law. Hall v. Brooklands. Auto Racing Club, 1933. Dosoy, spectator injured at a race. Held, he consented to the inherent risks. Indian case. Padmavati v. Duganaika, 1975. Helpers voluntarily boarded a jeep and were injured. Defense applied. If you step into fire knowingly, don't blame the heat. 3. Inevitable accident. An accident that could not have been prevented despite reasonable care. Case law. Stanley v. Powell, 1891. During a lawful shooting, a pellet ricocheted and injured another. Held, not liable. Indian case. State of Punjab v. Modern Cultivators, AIR 1965. Sometimes, even our best isn't enough. The law respects that. 4th act of God, vis major. Damage caused by natural forces beyond human control. To use this defense, the event must be due to natural forces. It must be extraordinary and not reasonably foreseeable. Case law. Nichols v. Marsland, 1876. Torrential rain burst the banks of artificial lakes. Held, no liability. Indian example. 2004 tsunami destruction. Government not held liable in most tort cases. This defense is rarely accepted unless the event is truly exceptional. 5. Necessity. Sometimes harm is caused to prevent greater harm. Example, breaking into a locked car to save a child from heat stroke. Case